Welcome back. Now we're going to go over the productivity hacks for seven-figure entrepreneurs so that we can minimize the stress and install systems to operationalize our life. Let me explain to you why productivity means profit. Seven-figure entrepreneurs don't do more. They do less, but better. According to Gallup, the average worker is productive for about 2 hours and 53 minutes per day. We're going to beat that easily. That puts you in the top percentile for just putting in 3 hours of work per day. Of course, we're going to aim much higher. Productivity systems are essentially a force multiplier. Most people confuse being busy with actually being productive. You're not here to be busy, you're here to win. And that means working with clarity, rhythm, energy, and making your calendar match your ambition. Some key habits of high performers. They plan tomorrow before it starts today, offload tasks onto a list so that they can keep their mind fresh, treating their body like a performance machine similar to an athlete, move daily to reset mental fatigue, tracking and optimizing work time. You're building a seven-figure business and your productivity habits must match. These 5 behaviors aren't just nice to have, they're actually your daily competitive. Starting with planning the night before. The reason why we do this is decision fatigue costs your willpower. High performers plan their day in advance. If it's not scheduled, hasn't really happened. Your brain wakes up clear each day, where all the trash has been discarded by a good night's sleep. The day already has a clear path. No time wasted thinking, what should I be doing? Because it's already in your calendar. Set 3 priorities, block them in, and let's go. To-do lists offload mental clutter. 4 to 7 items in working memory is what a human brain can hold. When tasks come in and you're not able to do them at the moment, or you're focused on some other piece of work, use a to-do app. For example, TickTick is something that I've probably been using for the good last 5+ years. It allows me to keep my brain fresh for solving problems and not to stall issues. Imagine if you're in a deep work session and 5% of your mental load is actually spent on trying to remember the thing that you're supposed to do after. Where you can easily pull up a note, write down the thing you're supposed to do after. And you can also use digital tools like Notion, Apple Notes, pen and paper. It doesn't really matter. What matters is capturing every task outside of your head so they can think clearly and act fast. And a healthy body will give you a healthy business. I've mentioned this plenty of times. When you're going from 0 to 30K per month as a solo entrepreneur, essentially your personal problems become a business problem. A personal problem impacting your business decision. And the pyramid is essentially sleep on top, hydration, and subsequently nutrition. Entrepreneurs with consistent sleep routines outperform in energy and focus by about 27%, and you want to capture every advantage that you can have. Sleep, hydration, nutrition impact business decisions, and you have to treat your body like an asset, like an athlete would. Running a business on bad sleep and caffeine crashes is like building a mansion on sand. Your biology is your productivity system. Hydrate, eat clean, sleep like it matters, because it does. Now, moving every single day for just 10 minutes. This is one of the highest leverage tasks you can do every single day. And 10 minutes of movement per day can increase our lifespan by 10 years. So why wouldn't you take this action? Movement is also known to release dopamine, reset stress as well. A Stanford study shows a 60% boost in creativity post-walk. So let's say if you've crunched 2 deep work sessions and you're feeling low on energy, one of the easiest ways to recharge it, instead of going to lay down, is in fact just going out for a quick walk. No gym, no problem. Walk and stretch, although you do want to essentially be hitting the gym for strength and conditioning. Remember, you're not training for a marathon. You're training to maintain your mind, and movement isn't optional. It's a productivity hack, and blocking 10 to 30 minutes daily, even if it's just a walk, will give you tremendous benefits. Deep work equals to scalable results. Let's try to understand and define what deep work is. Deep work is essentially uninterrupted, focused creation time, and it is coined by Cal Newport, the author of the book. He says that 1 hour of deep work beats out 3 hours of shallow effort easily. This means that compared to someone who has their phone on the table, a bag of chips, something in their vision that can distract them, you're getting 3 times the output. So how do we exactly implement deep work? There's a lot of different methodologies. One of the most common methodologies is the Pomodoro technique, where you set a timer for 25 minutes, work for a duration, and then rest for 5. Of course, this can break up your focus, and essentially you want to be transitioning to a deep work cycle of about 2 to 4 hours per block. And start small, you want this to be consistent throughout the rest of your life. Once you're comfortable with 1 deep work block per day, you can subsequently scale it up to 2 to 3 deep work blocks per day between each meal. And every business breakthrough that I've had personally has been started from a deep work session. As a skill, pitches that convert, systems that automate, none of them happened while I was distracted. You need blocks of deep, undisturbed time. Install the productivity operating system. Now, first of all, have the calendar reflect your values. Start building the winning days one by one and repeat them after you've chose the best return for your effort. Stop reacting, start designing, and make every single day intentional. High performance isn't random, it's a ritual. It's setting the rules on your calendar once and sticking to them. It's how 7-figure operators stay ahead. So now let me leave you with this week's productivity challenge. First off, we're going to block tomorrow's calendar tonight. Write down our top 3 non-negotiables each morning. And even if they stay consistent throughout the week, you want this as a daily reminder. Remember to set reminders for water, meals, and movements. Aim to create 5 deep work sessions this week. It may be a bit of a challenge when you're first starting out. However, we want to make this something outside of our comfort zone. So even if we do 3 to 4 blocks, we're still going to give ourselves a pat on the back. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be deliberate with the time. Productivity is a skill, and all skills is sharpens with use. So get used to it. Let this week be our reset and start building momentum. Let me leave you guys with the final insight. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Precision beats intensity any day. Simplicity and consistency scales. Slow down, take some time, structure your day, and execute with extreme speed. Fast doesn't mean frantic. The best operators in the space work slower because they work smarter. They plan, prioritize, and protect their time. Let your routine become your moat. See you in the next.